History often overlooks the fact that while the Western Roman provinces collapsed in 476 AD, an advanced, wealthy Roman state in the East continued for another 1,000 years. This survival started with the chaotic state of the empire in the late 3rd century. The territory had grown too massive for any single man to manage, leading Emperor Diocletian to divide the realm into 4 regions. However, sharing power bred unchecked ambition, and the system devolved into anarchy. Out of this power vacuum stepped Constantine the Great. He marched toward Rome in 312 AD. He reportedly saw a vision of a cross in the sky, instructing him to conquer in its name. He ordered the Christian symbol painted on his soldiers' shields, crushed his rivals, and emerged as the leader of a unified Roman state. To celebrate his victory, Constantine decided the empire needed a fresh start. He moved the capital from Rome to the ancient Greek city of Byzantium, rebuilding it as Constantinople. This move shifted the center of world power from west to east. This eastward shift proved fortunate, as the Western Roman Empire struggled to defend the borders. In 410 AD, invading Visigoths sacked the city of Rome, and by 476 AD, a Germanic general deposed the final emperor, dissolving the Western state. Constantinople was now the last center of Roman authority. Encircled by hostile forces, the city entered a millennium-long siege that would test its every resource. In the 6th century, Emperor Justinian I took the throne with aggressive ambitions. He launched military campaigns westward, reconquering lost Roman territories in Italy, North Africa, and Spain. He also realized the ancient Roman laws were a contradictory tangle, so he commissioned scholars to organize them. The resulting Corpus Juris Civilis became the foundation for the civil codes used across modern Europe today. To project the wealth and divine favor of his empire, Justinian ordered the construction of the Hagia Sophia. With its massive dome seemingly hovering in the air, this cathedral became the center of the Eastern Orthodox Church. Yet this era was fragile. The Nika riots nearly overthrew the government, burning half the city, until Justinian, encouraged by his ruthless wife, Empress Theodora, slaughtered the rioters in the Hippodrome. Then a devastating pandemic arrived. The plague of Justinian wiped out a massive portion of the population, crippling the economy and ensuring Justinian's dream of a unified Roman Empire died with him. By the 7th century, the empire was exhausted. Decades of war with the Persians had left the military unprepared for the newly united Arab forces surging from the Arabian Peninsula. Arab forces quickly overwhelmed Byzantine defenses, capturing the provinces of Syria and seizing the holy city of Jerusalem. By 642 AD, they captured Alexandria. Losing this wealthy city crippled the Byzantine economy, while Arab naval raids established footholds as far as Crete and Sicily. The empire survived these sieges due to 2 distinct advantages. First, the capital was protected by the Theodosian walls, a multi-layered system of stone and brick that resisted all conventional siege tactics of the age. Second, they deployed a classified weapon known as Greek fire. This liquid substance could burn on top of water, incinerating enemy ships that approached the capital. These innovations prevented the fall of the capital in an age of relentless expansion. Internally, religious fractures were tearing the empire apart. The iconoclasm controversy led to the destruction of religious art, a dispute that damaged relations with Rome and caused the Great Schism of 1054. At the same time, Seljuk Turks emerged from the Central Asian steppes. They pushed deep into Anatolia, seizing the empire's primary source of food and military recruits. Terrified by this advance, the Byzantine emperor sent a plea for military aid to the Pope. In 1095, Pope Urban II answered by urging European knights to march east, triggering the First Crusade. But relying on Western armies proved disastrous. In 1204, a debt-ridden army of crusaders was manipulated into turning against their fellow Christians, breaching the walls of Constantinople. The crusaders looted the city and burned its libraries. This betrayal permanently fractured the state, leaving it a shadow of its former power that never regained its reach. By the 15th century, the empire was reduced to a single city and a few territories, encircled by the rising Ottoman Empire. In 1453, Sultan Mehmed II marched on the capital with 80,000 soldiers to face a dwindling Byzantine defense. The defenders were doomed by a leap in military technology. The Ottomans deployed massive artillery cannons, shattering the walls that had kept the city safe for 1,000 years. Emperor Constantine XI and his men fought for nearly 2 months, but on May 29th, the Ottomans launched a massive final assault, breaching the defenses and seizing the city. The capital fell, and Emperor Constantine XI died in the struggle. After 1,000 years, the last unbroken remnant of the ancient Roman Empire was erased from the map. While the city fell, the empire's survival was a feat of endurance. For over a millennium, they acted as a shield for Western Europe, absorbing centuries of invasions from the East. By protecting Greek philosophies and organizing Roman laws, the Byzantine Empire served as the intellectual bridge that connected the ancient world to the modern era.